Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome back to the Foolcraft 3 server hosted on the Shadownode network. So, not much, I haven't had a chance to jump on much at all. I was on yesterday for about 10 minutes. Made myself a kappa pick. So this is from Tiny Progressions. It is a very cheap recipe. It's the same as an iron pick, except you replace the middle block here with a brick. The cool thing about this is you can have a look at the durability there. It's about 32,000, or 31,513, as you can see there. Huge durability on it. As for example here, the iron pick is 250 durability. So only downside to it is it's only the stone level, so it's harvest level 1. So iron pick is harvest level 2. But the cool thing about this pick and this pack is that vein miner is installed. So let's I think get in here. Trying to remember how to get there. We go down to bedrock. So vein miner is installed. So you can do this sort of stuff. So I can just walk up to this wall here, hold down the vein miner key, and trash a whole area of stone, and with the dev null in my inventory, I'm only ever going to have 64 of cobble, and then I can use my iron pick to vein mine the other stuff. Oh, and there I go, I just broke one of them. Oh, I forgot to make the second one. I did burn through one last episode. I could probably mine the coal with the kappa pick because it's a number 1, so you can mine anything you can mine with a stone pickaxe. You'll be able to mine with this tool. Don't know why that's like that. That's a bit odd. So very cool way of gaining resources early on. Instead of going and doing, like my normal thing where I've got the rows. I make my my branch mining and that sort of stuff. This is fantastic, and honestly, you can see I cleared a little path that way. Accidentally dug out under Wildcard's base, so his base is over here somewhere. What's down here though? Obsidian. Ooh, nice. It's a big chunk of obsidian, so he's obviously been down here getting some obsidian. So yeah, I accidentally went the wrong direction. I did consider going this way. You can see on my map here some of the digging that has been done. And there's my normal mining thing here. But over here is where Wildcard's base is, and yep, I went the wrong direction. I meant to go the other way. But that's cool. I still have plenty of stuff I can mine out down here and gain a whole bunch of resources for not a lot of effort. Now, next thing that has happened between episodes is the server has updated to the latest version of the pack, which at this point is 1.3.1. And there's been a few changes. It's fixed a couple of little issues that had occurred pack-based wise. But one thing it has done for the network is they've needed to disable the Ender IO conduits. So your Ender IO stuff is currently disabled due to really, I believe it does a lot of lag to the server. So if everyone had these conduits in there, then the server basically wouldn't run. So they have made the choice to disable them. So we're going to have to use maybe thermal expansion ducting, or what do we got? We got immersive engineering wiring, I think it is. So we can use these wires or the like to get our power around. So not a huge issue really in the grand scheme of things. Let's look. Now let me just throw that in there for the moment. Put that in there. So Wildcard did make me a present. He made me an unlit mega torch. He did intend to make 2 lit ones and one has come out as unlit, but I'm not real worried about that. As far as I know, it still does the same job. Wildcard has also spent a bit of time outside, and I wonder if it's daytime. Yes, it is. So the Mega Torch will stop mob spawning. I think it's in about a 32 block radius, which is good. It keeps the mobs over there somewhere. So there's a witch. But Wildcard's been busy. He's made a little path over to his base. He's moved his base out over there. He left my little farm for me, so we can get some food and that sort of stuff. But I do plan to dig this out, I think, and make a nice little farm here. Let's go and check out what he's done. It's a nice little bridge. Basic, but I think it fits the area with this wood. A nice little dock here with a boat. Very nice. So over here, it's got a bit of a tree farm going with some willow in it. So obviously the area is more prone to willow trees. I think he was having trouble getting anything to grow, but the willow trees seem to be working now. It's got no axe in it. Yeah, it's generating power. Doing all right. Looks like he's got a nice little setup going here. Analog crafter. Making charcoal blocks. Putting them back into the furnace generator. Very nice. Nice little charcoal and wood setup, I guess. Obsidian axe with unbreaking 3. That's very nice. Okay, so yeah, he's done a bit of work, a bit of farming. Got some animals, so I know where to come and grab some animals from when I need them. But yeah, I'm really not sure how long he's been playing for. In between, as you'd know from if you've watched me for any sort of time, I do run multiple packs at once. So yeah, I don't generally jump on and play hours and hours of each pack. Mainly to ensure that I have content to put out for you guys. The multiple packs does make it easier for me to record. I have no idea what's going on here. Is there a tree here somewhere? Is there meant to be a tree here somewhere? Just broke my sword. Let's do it with this. That's odd. Very odd that these vines are just like drapes in the middle of nowhere. Alright, that cleans that up. So we still need to do a bunch of work around our area here. This episode, not really sure what to work on at the moment. I mean, some food would be good. Some design in the base might be nice as well. I did like the, I think it's in this. I do like the stable stone, and I may use a little bit of that at some point. So we need to, I guess, work out how big the area is going to be in this floor, so to speak. I'm thinking of maybe taking out another strip here, and then, you know, getting a little bit more working with this setup. So maybe we can semi-automate our thing here. What do we have? I could do the same sort of idea that we have on the Enigmatica server, where I've got a duct running across. Or we could perhaps do I have... I could probably make some nodes. That may not be that bad. And this will just slowly move the items. So let's do this. Let's make some... Gonna need some stone. That's not what I want. Shift right click. Let's take some of that out. And, you know, I'll put 16 in here for the moment. You can see all the ores that I managed to mine up while I was doing my little session there. Got 18 diamonds. A pretty decent little haul, actually. We've got a few things. Got a little bit of resonating redstone crystal. This bit of dirt will end up annoying me. No, I think it's blocks and junk can go in this chest. Okay, do I have... Yeah, it should be enough. So, I'm going to need some wood. Just a little bit. I think there was one... Oh no, here it is in here. We'll use this. So let's make some of this. So we're going to need... You know, I'm going to grab 2 of them. I'm going to need some glass. Didn't I make glass in the last episode? Maybe not. Could have sworn I did. Maybe I made just enough. Because that's something I do, right? What are you turning to in here? Sand? Yeah, that's good. A couple of them. So, how many do we get from one lot? Oh, we get 64. So I'll just make the one lot for now. That should be more than enough. One lot of them. Thank you. Let's get a chest. Okay. And some stone. Excellent. We've got transfer nodes. Very nice. So let's do this. And kind of want... Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if this will work. Yes, it did. Very nice. Barrel, is it? I want the... helps if I put the @ symbol in. Actually, additions. I want one of these crates. So I'm going to need a wood casing, some wood sticks and log. Excellent. Can I have that? Thank you. Wood. Sticks. So I need one of these. Yep. And 4 chests. So that should be quite easy. That should be this. And I should be able to make a small storage crate. I'm going to put our small storage crate here for now. I'll place that there and a pipe here. Awesome. And then let's do just for the sake of not having to move this. Let's do that. And hopefully that should process. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what it's going to do with the Foolcraft ore there. That could be a little interesting to watch. So let's give it a second. Okay. All right. So it's not going to put it in because it doesn't go in there. So that's fine. Just make sure we put our things in correctly and we'll be all good. Okay, so you can go in there because you're just like an average thing. Let's sort this out and... No, you can stay, that can go. Nice. So we'll come up from our mining escapades and we'll just dump it into here. And it will slowly work its way through. Obviously I'll need to keep this fueled. But perhaps we can set up something similar to what Wildcard's doing over there. Or it is a nice way of getting power going. I mean, there is other ways of getting power, so I don't know. I'll think about it in between episodes, and we'll look into making something a little bit more permanent for a power supply. So, got a lot of area here to clean out. Got a nice little, very basic automated ore doubling system. We're going to get our materials out into this chest, I think. I may have some more. Yes, we've got some copper, some tin. All of this can come out of here, because I'm tending to put this stuff now in here. So this can be our gems and dusts and like things like coal. And this one can be our ingots. And this is where we throw our ores. Alright. You can come out, you can come out. Some aluminium ore. Coal. It's always nice to have your stuff sorted well. I'm generally terrible at it. Making sure that everything is correctly sorted. I'm going to put that in there. You can go in there. Nice. Oops, I didn't want that. I wanted you to sort. I didn't want to pick it up. You can go back in too. So these furnaces aren't particularly needed now. I will keep them here just for the moment, except for maybe this one. We'll get rid of that one, because we'll need somewhere to expand it to. Go away. You can come out. I missed that one. And you. Cool. So food. What do we do for food? Do we look into making an actual additions farmer this early on? Do you think I can get to that point straight away? Where's the farmer? It's here somewhere. The only downside to the actual additions farmer is it doesn't really... you can't prioritize what it's making. It just makes whatever it feels like. You know, it just plants it wherever, if you get my drift. You can't specify planting. So with the Ender IO one, similar to what Wildcard's done over there, let's see if we can see where we're at. Farming station. So we need to get up to this. So I need to go through a few steps. Ender IO has changed a lot. You now need, there's two levels of machine. So you have the simple machines. So you've got a simple alloy smelter and a simple Stirling generator and a simple sag mill. So these things are made using stone gears, or stone compound gears in this case, and these simple machine chassis. They are a lot slower, but you need Enderoy alloys to make the regular one. You need to make energetic alloy before you can go to the next level. Foundry. What is the foundry mod? I heard Iskall talk about this in one of his playthroughs. This looks like a Tinker's Construct sort of knockoff, if that's a way of putting it. Maybe we can look at doing this. This completely. Well, maybe we'll just do this completely blind. You know, bakes coal into coal coke. Must be placed above a heater block. Okay. What's a heater block? Block casting table. Metal caster, metal infuser. Alright, this looks really interesting. So, give me one moment. I'm going to have a look at this mod and see what we can come up with to see whether we can get into using this, because it's just some iron and clay and sand. That's should be quite easy. So, give me a few moments. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm going to give this a go. I went and found a ton of sand and a ton of clay. So let's just dump some of this away. It should be alright. Found some sugar canes while I was out, which will come in handy. And lots of junk. Right, so from what I gather, there is... I'm not sure how to use a refractory yet, but to melt material, we need a crucible, I think it is. So first thing we're actually going to need is a heater of some sort. So you've got an induction heater which uses power, and there should be a heater that uses coal, the burner heater. So I was thinking we may just start with a burner heater. So we're going to need some bronze and some of these refractory bricks. So that's this clay stuff. So let's make, I don't know, let's make a ton of that. A stack will do. And I'm going to just throw one in there for the moment. I'm going to need bronze. Can I make bronze? Hang on, we've got the smelts items into alloys. We can make one of these. So let's get... You know what? Let's just finish half a stack of these things off. We'll get one of these things. I'll go grab that furnace. Really good. I'll probably end up using maybe another one of these furnaces, because I know there was another recipe there. The burner one's going to need a furnace as well, so worst case, we and this is probably actually going to be faster in here, but this is just powering along, doing its thing. Still got a bit of coal, still got a few things to process through, but we're getting some nice amounts of material. So I guess I'm gonna, I don't have a lot of tin actually. Tin's a little bit slow. I'm gonna grab a bit of each. Have we got, we've got 6. No, I could have sped things along, I do realise this. Let's grab this one as well. And 7, 8. I'm going to take half of that and throw it in there with that. Okay, crafting. I really need to put a crafting table over here too. Otherwise I'm running backwards and forwards. Maybe we'll do a crafting table on a stick. Alloy furnace. Okay, alloy furnace. Plop. Copper and tin in. Hopefully this works. I don't know. We will find out very, very shortly. Guessing it's standard sort of numbers. What have we used? Like 2 coal nuggets to do it so far. Right. 4 bronze. Very nice. So that was for the burner heater, is going to require the bronze and the bricks to make that. And then what else did we need? It was a copper ingot. So I've got another piece of copper. Do we have... Meh. Should be enough. Yes, it does have handheld crafting table. Nice. Was it that? Gives us the refractory casing. And here is a burner heater. Uses solid fuel to generate heat for a melting crucible. I don't know what this looks like yet. So I don't know whether we have like a multi-block. There seems to be tanks and cases and all sorts of stuff. So we got 32 buckets of fluid. So I'm guessing we could put all sorts of things in. bakes coal into coal coke so we could do all sorts of stuff. So we have a metal caster, alloy mixer, and a metal infuser. Alloy mixer. Mixes up to 4 liquid metals to make alloys. It needs invar, so we need to make some invar. But we got like these casting tables used to cast ingots from liquid metal, plates, rods, and I believe we've got all these molds here. So there's one that for a gun, which is interesting. Revolver hand, you know, axes, pickaxes, helmets, etc. So again, I'm only really playing through this because I've never even seen it before. So giving it a bit of a go. Use craft molds, refined clay blocks, hopper, transfers liquid from block on top to the block on the side it points at. Okay. So burner heater, yep. Melting crucible melts ore and metals must be placed above a heater block. And you got an alloy crucible. You got mixes 2 liquid metals to make alloys. So you'd put like one of these and then have another one. So we can cast copper into plates. And we can always try this mold station. Okay, let's do this. 6 of them, furnace and a crafting table. Why not? Let's grab a few more. I can see I'm going to need a lot more of this, so you know what, I may as well just do it. Not an issue. Need another furnace. I don't know where that went. Can I have my furnace back? Oh, I've got it. And I need a slab. Oh, I've still got slabs in my inventory. Cool. Let's make that. Apparently we burn stuff and it requires some of these as blocks, I believe. Here's a block. Oh my gosh. Here's a block this. Okay, clay block. And then what I do this to make the mold, and then it needs something to burn. Can I steal that? Okay. One plate mold. And a small piece of refractory clay. Okay, so plate mold. So we need... Okay. Yeah, might be able to make that. Excellent. Then we're going to need the metal caster using a mold. So we're going to need a piston, some iron gears, redstone, chest, etc. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more iron. Some of that. Probably going to need this. Got a little bit of wood. We really need to set up automated wood, I think, because I'm going to use all of that. Okay, so metal caster. I don't know, is this actually a block? Used to cast plates from liquid metal. All right. Let's just get a regular crucible. So we need a cauldron, some bricks, another one of those casing's just iron plates. And I have noticed that in this pack, there's a little bit of a cheesy way of making iron plates. So it's easier than making a hammer. Let's put it that way. So one of these, we're going to need that. I'm going to need a copper plate. And I think that was the one that we can't do without a cast. So to melt it, I need a copper plate. To make a copper plate, I need to melt it. It's unfortunate. Oh, I guess we make the hammer. It's got to be the easier way of doing it. Oh, I've got enough sticks. What am I looking for? String. What's the bet? I don't have any string. What can you be used for? Make wool. Not ideal. Gonna need a little bit of string. Bear with me a moment. I know we're getting near the end of the episode, but I'll just go and grab some string and I'll make this. And I want to get this little device working before we wrap up. So one moment and I'll be right back. Literally wild card for the win. He planted the hemp, which lets me get string. So I can make a piece of string like this, like so. There's our engineer's hammer. We can get a copper plate, wherever that just went. Nice. Not that one. One melting crucible. What does this require? It needs a couple of bronze and some bricks and a lever. I may need to make another set of bronze up. What have I got? 3 copper. That'll do. 3 copper, 1 tin. Okay, so this should be able to sit on top of here. Yes, yes. And again, this was all to make the plate that I just made with a hammer. But beside the point, because we can change these molds out and make other stuff. Bricks and a lever. So lever. Okay. 1 lever. 1 spout. Hopefully this works like this. So if we put some sort of, that's going all right, some sort of power in here, and I don't know, is it silly that I kind of want to convert this to nuggets even though I just filled my inventory? Let me get, it doesn't take nuggets. Well done, Lens. Can I convert these back? Yes. Okay, convert it back to coal, thanks. Goodness me. Things we do. The ability to balance this would be nice. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's got some coal in it. It's burnt, it's melting. Let's put something in it. Just want to see what we get. Don't really want silver plates. Seems silly. But just because it's what we've got at the moment, let's do this. Actually, let's grab a couple of them. This can melt. Oh, look, it instantly pours it out. Does that mean I need to put a lever on it or something? Oh, there you go. I'm going to take that out of there because I think it's just going to continuously burn. Let's see what... There we go. Iron's got a high burn rate, a high temperature. Let's see what this does in terms of whether it doubles or not. So I've put 1 iron ore in. Had to throw a little bit more temperature in because it melts at 1800 apparently. It's a little slow to cast. Not quite at 1800 yet. Still burning. Okay, it's just gone over 1800, so it should melt, or should start to melt. We're at 1812. You're going to melt. Okay, I put 4 in it. Oh, that's slow. I don't really want 4 in there. I want 1. It's slow. It's moving along, but it's slow. All right, I really just want to see whether this doubles. If it, not that we need it, because we've got this. But it's an interesting looking little mod, and I'd like to see what we can do with it. And oh, there's a liquid redstone alloy, liquid energetic alloy. We can turn things into canisters full, which only holds a bucket worth, but yeah, I'm very interested to see these other bits. So I guess I've gone over time. You know, these things happen, and I do apologize for that. I'm going to see what this does in terms of melting and whether it doubles. I'll probably rabbit for just a little bit longer. Thanks everyone for watching. Please leave your comments below. Leave some suggestions on, I guess, power generation, because I've done a few different types of power generation over the couple of years that I've been on YouTube. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you want to see, whether you want me to try something completely different or just go with the old faithfuls. I mean, there's plenty of things we can be doing. Obviously, at the moment, we're using this, which is running out of power, which is unfortunate. That thing's probably fine. Oh, look. It's melted. Looks like it is doubling seams. I'm going to take that coal out of there now. So we've got 1 plate. Okay, so yeah, it does double, but that is very, very slow. This does lose heat, apparently, the higher the temperature gets. We just got a couple of... I must have still had 2 from earlier. Yeah, I did. So yeah, it all doubles. It's not a bad little mod, but I do want to look into more. So thank you all for watching. Leave those comments below. I hope you join me next time for a little bit more Foolcraft. See you later.